And now, get ready for the podcast no one saw coming. It's 4 Phonies Talking Titans. With hosts Ronte, Corey, Ricky, and last but not least, Tori. It's 4 Phonies Talking Titans.
Welcome. And it is the 4 Phonies Talking Titans live show tonight.
What's
cracking, fellas? What's cracking? It's been a minute, guys. You know, we've been brainstorming about how we're gonna do this. We're gonna go live, what we're gonna do. So our decision came out, we're going back live. We gonna be live, get some comments from the fans and interact with them in the comment section. Drop us a line and just interact all night and see what the Phonies got to say. We may not say everything right. Most of the time we probably gonna be wrong, but we gonna say it. Yeah. So it's been a while. We're gonna go around. Start at the top. You said it's good to go. Introduce yourself. Starting at the top.
I'm Corey. I'm Phony Corey. That's what they call me sometimes. That's it. That's all I got for you tonight.
That's all. Okay. and let's go down to 40.
I'm Corey.
What is my 40?
Well, I'm Tori, aka 40, at odds with 40. I'm your guy that gives a different aspect, a look, from the coaching side to the gambling side to, just my feelings, like you said. Majority of the time I may be wrong, but who knows? My opinion.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that.
That's it. Yeah. And there we go. Ooh, he got a new name over here. What's your name?
You talking about me?
Yeah, we got a new phone. Yeah.
Rick Ridley here.
You Rick Ridley.
Hey, what can I say? I'm 100 catches. I'm 1,100 yard receiver. What can I say? That's me. That's me.
Welcome, sir. Welcome to the Titan family. Welcome to the Titan family.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm happy to be a Titan. Tighten up.
That's up. And I am Ronte. They call me the host. I don't think I'm the host. We all host the show.
The most.
But they think I kind of guide the ship from time to time, and during the season, you may see me jump on here with a little rant. So let's just go on and jump into it. It's scrolling across the bottom. Free agent frenzy. This time of year, all fans are happy or mad of the coming and going of players. And we're going to start with just the NFL. What signing or departure kind of caught your eye like, that's a good signing and that's going to take that team to the next level? Who wants to start?
I got one off the top of my head before somebody else hits it up. I'll say Kirk Cousins to the Falcons. Kirk Cousins was playing at a high level with the Vikings. I know they say he chokes in the playoffs, but hey, he gets them to the playoffs. Kirk Cousins to the Falcons.
He does. He gets them to the. I didn't see that coming. I really thought that was going to be a trade for Justin Fields to Atlanta, but Kirk Cousins, that he's. I looked at how much he's gotten paid over the years. Whoo, Kirk Cousins has been getting paid. Corey, what you got?
I really like that Saquon to the Eagles. I think that gives them another explosive weapon, and they've got a lot of weapons already. So that Saquon to the Eagles is what caught my eye.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one because he went into division, and to me, that kind of signing is you got a Eagles is Super Bowl or bust.
Oh yeah,
Super Bowl Bowler bust with that kind of signing.
And I think he'll have a chip on his shoulder. It seems like coming out of this season, he'll be running angrily, and home runs coming out of Philly.
Speaking on Saquon, I'm gonna go on and say it. Y'all see what Tiki Barber was saying? Like, Saquon is dead to me. Tiki, shut the hell up. Shut up, Tiki. Because the Giants won the Super Bowl after you were gone because you were bad in the locker room. So just shut the hell up, Tiki. That's all I had about that.
Yeah, that was, when I first saw that, I was like, man, mate, was he joking? But
no,
even if serious. he was serious, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's dead serious. He was dead serious.
Yeah, he got to be quiet. Cat's still trying to be relevant.
Rick Ridley.
Rick Ridley.
Yeah, sorry, my mic got thrown off. They already trying to make me cash these checks. But I kind of echo what Corey said about Barkley, though. But I don't want to go in division because we will talk about it. But man, I kind of a sleeper for me is going to be Joe Mixon. That trade.
Yeah,
kind of a sleeper for me.
Where'd he go?
Houston.
He went to Houston.
Oh,
that's a sleeper for me. I think he's gonna do all right down there.
Yeah, you could have went. We got a lot of them. You got Russell Wilson to the Steelers. You got DeAndre Swift to the Bears.
Yeah, you got a lot. Swift to the Bears ain't too major. Swift, he may not make the whole season. But yeah, you just gotta pick and choose. You got to pick and choose what really just stood out and made somebody better.
What do you Jacobs to the Green Bay? Josh Jacobs, Green Bay.
I was shocked that they let Aaron Jones go. Like,
bye. And I like that signing, and I was going to bring that one up because it's kind of like he a combination of Aaron Jones and Dylan. They got it all in one a little bit with him. I don't know if he can catch as well in the backfield, but I like that signing as well.
All right, fellas. Let's move to the team that the Titans, and we're gonna start with the people that have left the Titans, and the King has left the building.
It's so hard to say goodbye. Not really.
You a hater. That's why. You a hater, man.
Not a hater.
He ain't lost a step. That boy is gonna eat. He gonna get loose on us in the playoffs.
Did you? Lord,
we making the playoffs.
We're gonna make the playoffs.
Much respect to the King, but
man,
business.
Go
on, business.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna tell you why he gonna eat. I bet that dude have close to 2,000 yards next year.
You're out your damn mind.
1,500 yards.
I'm glad this is being recorded.
You're out your mind.
That boy have about 1,500.
I'm gonna go and say.
But next he'll drop 500 yards. Y'all hear that? He done went from 2,000.
He gonna go to 1,200.
1,500 is almost
you
2,000.
You hang on too much. You hang on.
I'm not saying we should have kept him. I'm not saying we should have kept him. I've moved on from that. But in that, the dude, he still is capable.
Basically,
and he's still the same Henry almost.
If you say he hasn't lost a step, then he has.
If he lost a step, he's still faster than most people.
I saw him get caught a lot last year.
You saw safeties already back there coming over.
But there was years. There was years that when the safety was back there, they wasn't catching him.
I guess he runs a 3-1 then because they probably came up. They probably respected his something.
No, I mean, go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead.
I think the biggest thing is they're going to have multiple running backs. You know, Henry, that he's not going to get. I don't think he's going to get 25, 30 touches a game. They spread it out. I don't know the other backs that are there, but Lamar going to take a lot of those carries as well, because just think about all the attention that Henry's going to get on that play action or whatever. And Lamar,
they're not going to turn into our offense. They're not going to turn into the.
They're already.
That's why he's not going to get 2,000 yards.
But to me, they're already a running team, and they do run the ball with multiple players. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I don't. You know, I think he'll do well, and he'll find I think he'll find several creases a lot more than he did with us. But you know, I think he'll be used a little more sparingly. If that's
so what I hear you saying, Rick, what I hear you saying, he gonna take the third of the carries that he took here and have the same amount of yards. That's all I heard you say.
Potentially,
yeah.
I'm glad this is being recorded.
Potential.
Corey, let me say this.
Potential.
I appreciate everything the King did. I was ready to move on 2-3 years ago, but I thought Baltimore would be the best fit for him out there on the market, just because of Lamar. Hey, he's a Raven now. We can agree to disagree. I thought he lost a step. That's what I thought. I didn't think there was a lot of get up and go. Like, even when he got to the linebacker level, it wasn't I'm gone. It was, okay, I'm gonna get 40 and get tackled. And that's where I just thought he lost his step, and I thought the Titans needed to go in a different direction as far as the offensive philosophy of his limitations of catching out the backfield on a regular basis.
Yeah, and you've been consistent with that. You know, you've been saying that for 2 years.
And Tay had it right when he was talking about when was the middle of probably both of the last 2 years, at least getting something for him in return instead of just allowing him to walk. You know what I'm saying? You have been right on that.
We could have just Baltimore had the deal there this past season. We could have took it. Would have had a third round pick if we would have took it. I don't know what it was, but it probably was at least a third round pick.
You're probably right. Probably was a fourth, but you're probably right.
But to your point, Tay, I think he's lost a step as well. But I think he's going to have more opportunities to get that 1 or 2 steps going downhill.
Before we move on, can I say something about just one thing about Henry? Love the workout videos, but I never see agility drills in those workout videos.
Oh, boy.
All right, next. The Texans still 2 on defense. Nico and Aziz go to Houston. And I understand Aziz after he had played with D'Amico, so I understand him going. And it looked like D'Amico, we only wanted to offer him one year, for what I heard. We only offered him 1 year. They gave him 2 years and a little bit more money.
Yeah,
I understand he's about 35. So, what y'all think about the overall? Just still in that, but overall, what the Texans have been doing in the offseason.
Can't stand it. It's that simple. It's that simple. They beating us with bad teams. You know what I'm saying? And now they're putting the pieces together to make a run. You can tell what they're doing, man. They trying to turn into 49ers South, and with that front seven. And it's just like them dudes, man. They making the right moves on paper, But like Tor always say, you play to win the game,
man.
So, but
biggest piece that I see with the Texans, besides all the moves that they're making. I mean, the move started. Let's just start with the coach hire, right? Hiring Ryans and getting over there and how he hit the ground running right in the draft and what they did in the draft. They finessed the league in the draft with those picks, those top picks, who ended up panning out. And the biggest thing I see around this team is the quarterback play. You're getting that kind of quarterback from a rookie. He's on a rookie deal. You already had, cap space, and you got money to surround him with real playmakers and guys. And he was making plays with what he had. He had playmakers. I mean,
right.
He had playmakers.
He had playmakers. So they just adding to that.
They just added.
Beefing up the defense, which was already playing well. They gonna scary, man. We got it. We got it.
I despise the Texans. So with them getting 2 of our players from defense, I'm not going to be all chummy and excited about the moves they're making. We're going to yes, the rookie quarterback had a good year. Did he make it to the Super Bowl? No. He lost. He made it to the playoffs. The stars aligned for them to win the division and make the playoffs. Can they do it back to back? I don't think so.
You don't think they can make the playoffs?
Tor, you had a good point.
Win the division.
Oh, I got you.
Tor, you had a good point in the text. Bill O'Brien, I think you called him O'Neal, but Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, I did. I called him O'Neal.
Yeah. I knew who you was talking about. I knew you. Bill O'Brien, he was terrible, but he really set him up with some of these moves that he was making, letting players go that, at the time he let D-Hop go.
Right.
Not him, but the next GM let Deshaun Watson go. When everybody's like, "Oh, that's get that guy out of there. He wants to go to the massage parlor too much." And let's fleece Cleveland for all these draft picks. So the Texans are interesting. It's interesting, but like Tor say, you play the game. You got to play the game. It's not played on paper.
A lot of things can happen.
Because the Dallas Cowboys have won the Super Bowl for about 30 years on paper.
Right. And things happen throughout a season. The season is long. I ain't wishing no ill will on them health-wise, but football is a physical game. You tweak a knee, ankle, pull a hamstring.
Hey, as Titans fans, we know.
We know that.
Go to the wrong strip club. Be done.
All right. Here's another former Titan. Little Brewer signs with the Giants.
Little Brewer.
Y'all gave him, man, Little Brewer. That dude. Hey, what I saw was, so what was surprising to me was how highly he was rated by PFF as far as being a center.
I don't believe those grades. I don't believe those grades.
Somebody believe him because he got 20 million to go over there to the Dolphins and
the Dolphins. Pushed. But Brewer's
is
just
he starting?
Yeah, he's probably starting. I think they center left. So wow. Brewer, if you pay somebody that much money, you probably gonna be starting. But yeah, Brewer, I like Brewer as a backup for us. Come in a couple of games or spot play when somebody get hurt. But him starting, he's a good athletic center. If you got a pool or something like that, screens, he's good for that. But as far as
that fits Miami. It didn't fit the Titans. We tried to make him play the center position for a bigger guy to help double and work to the backer, and that was not him.
Your running back can't be 20 pounds less than your center.
Right.
It just don't work.
Yeah. Plus that center position, man, you got to be a pretty vocal guy as far as communicating and calling, making sure that back is calling out that backer all the time. And they said that was a struggle too to get him to take that role. And you got to help so many other people on the line.
Well, don't you didn't snaps though too. We don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say Corey didn't think he had good muscle memory.
Nah, man. He was them hot snaps are coming a little too frequently.
Right.
Quality control got to cut some of that down. I see one every every blue moon, but he was firing them things back and just depending on who was back there, determine on what happened in that play. So
I appreciate it, Brewer, and glad he got paid. So
yeah.
We don't have to look at him on Sunday, so that's fine by me. Next, we got Tanny is still available, and this seems like probably around summertime signing for Tanny if he's getting signed, or training camp if somebody gets hurt, kind of thing for Tanny Hill. What y'all think?
Go ahead, Tori.
No comments on Tanny.
I'll comment on. He probably at D1 somewhere right now doing some ladder drills and staying in shape, drinking his whatever that energy drink or that sports drink that's behind him. He's just standing on the phone to ring, man. Like you said, and it might. He'll definitely have a job, whether it be coming in expected to start. I think he'll start the season in training camp with his team. I wouldn't think somebody would get hurt to.
But you think he's coming in as a backup or a starter?
Yeah, I think he's coming in as a backup.
Gotcha. And Tori has no comment.
I'll comment on it. I also think he's going to be a backup, but I don't think he's going to get a call real soon. I think it may be like a Joe Flacco situation as a need for a quarterback to come in. You know, that way he can have better options, or, you know, weigh his options to see where he wants to go. But if the situation arises.
You know why I think he'll get a job? Because guess who signed for $7 million today?
Jameis Winston.
And him, Marcus Mariota. Marcus got some money today.
Marcus a little young. Marcus a little younger though.
He a little slower too.
He is slow. Because Tanny did take his job. But Tanny as a backup is good, because when we picked him up, I thought he was going to thrive and take Marcus' job anyway. But he thrives as a backup right now. But let's those guys are gone. Let's move to the guys that we got. Starting off with a bigger center, Cushingberry.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It's that Beyonce song, ain't it? Let me upgrade you. Is that Beyonce?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we just
it's Beyonce. You know it's Beyonce.
I don't know it's Beyonce.
Somebody is Beyonce.
That's a definite upgrade. That's a definite upgrade.
Bigger body, big center.
Big center. We may not be a power running team, but you still need that person in the middle that doesn't get pushed back and into the pocket. And even if the tackles are pushing their guy upfield, you need that middle to hold that pocket so the quarterback can step up in the pocket and make a throw. So that's a good signing. And I think he was ranked like like top 5 centers in the league, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's
the word. Titans made him the top paid center in the league in history.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Sometimes you got to do it, especially when you're garbage.
Fact check. Fact check.
Oh yeah, they set the record with the center pay. That's what I heard.
Wow.
All right, here's the
guaranteed. What other center got 50 million guaranteed?
Here's the next one, and here's the Henry replacement. We signed Tony Pollard. Yeah, I think me and Tori was campaigning for Pollard last offseason, but Dallas re-signed him. You get a quicker back. I think you getting Pollard and Spears together, you get more opportunity to have both of them in the backfield at the same time.
Nice.
You can split one, have both of them back there. One of them can motion out into a slot position or something like that. Get those mismatches against the linebackers or a strong safety that's a little slow. Work it for your advantage. It for your advantage, and that's what y'all think about the Pollard signing, the money and just the signing.
I saw something. I don't think it's like a big cap hit or anything like that. So I think the money's good. But as for the signing itself, didn't he catch like 55 over 50 passes or something like that? And it seemed like, it seemed like in some games, it seemed like I saw him like in a slot or something. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed like it would split him out.
And to go to what Ricky talked about the passes, I did a little research on Henry and Pollard last year. Henry one more touch than Pollard. You would think because Henry touched the ball as a running back a little, they touched the ball the same, but the yardage is pretty much the same. Total yards rushing and receiving is pretty much the same. Not that 65 yards.
And the majority, and he got hot at the end of the year coming off that injury too, right?
Exactly.
Started out slow.
His yardage per carry picked up. He breaks tackles more than I thought he did. He breaks.
Yeah.
He's like in top 5 of running backs in the last 3 years of breaking tackles at yards after contact.
If you think about it, man, coming into last season, Pollard was a hot running back. That's why Jerry dealt Ezekiel off and said he's going to be my running back, my full-time, my only running back, which is a different role. And he probably, I like the fact we have 2 running backs splitting that workload. But coming in, he's an exciting back. He's a home run hitter. I think we gain that element back. Somebody that can take it all the way, maybe not get caught or just, make a short gain, a really long gain. I really like that signing. Okay. I was thinking about who would match up with the Spears. Well, we think about the draft and who we're going to draft to match up with Spears. But I didn't even think anything about Pollard. We talked a little bit about Barkley at some point, but when that Pollard came through, I was like, I'll make that's exciting.
I think we all were just kind of focused on a bigger back. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, a bigger back.
I was.
That's kind of where my mind was.
Yeah, I was done with the
thunder and lightning.
I think I texted as you said something about AJ Dillon, and I said I don't want no bruises.
Oh yeah.
I wanted shiftiness from both backs.
Ricky said, "Who's gonna get the tough yard?" I said, "We throwing it on 4th and 1, baby. We throwing it, baby."
Hey, Will Levinson get that tough yard if need be. Yeah. We don't want to get in that situation that much though.
But we did re-sign Chestnut.
Chestnut, baby.
We did re-sign Chestnut.
I like it. I always like Chestnut. I think in all seriousness, I think he can carve a role for himself with that. With the tough yard. He can be that guy.
Did he play special teams a lot too? Do y'all remember? It seemed like today they mentioned something about special teams. I
think before he got hurt, he was. I think he actually got hurt on special teams.
Yeah, so you need.
And the last thing on Pollard, played at the University of Memphis. So there you go. Kind of bringing him home.
I didn't know him when he was in Memphis. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that though.
And we got a bigger corner, a Woozy. I'm gonna have to figure out this name before the season starts, especially his first name. You see, I didn't even write that down.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is it a Woozy?
I think I heard him say it. Woozy.
I think it is a Woozy.
Did you leave the A off? Is that how you spell it for real?
That's how you spell it.
That's how you spell it.
Go back to your roots, my brother.
Hell, no damn way. No damn way his name a Woozy, like spelled like that though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my last name is Carney.
It's Carney.
Tony Reagan.
Phonics is pronounced Carney.
Carney.
So what y'all think about getting this bigger corner? Sean Murphy Bunton's gone. Christian Fulton looks like he's probably gone. Is this all we're gonna do at the corner spot, or do y'all think we may add somebody bigger so golly, I forgot his name. Short arms can kick down in the nickel. Like
McCrary, man.
Roger McCrary. Roger McCrary. I couldn't think of his name.
Short arms.
I couldn't think of his name, man. But that's what y'all be calling him.
Coming out the draft. Coming out the draft is what it was. And
we only got one corner on the before this.
Man,
one,
we thin. We gotta get one of these dudes.
Well, we got a bunch of those guys that were playing that are short that are probably gonna, and some of these guys are gonna get cut later that we may pick up later on after the draft. See what shakes out after that June 1st. Some may get cut after June 1st. So I think we're not done a corner. I don't think so. We may talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
I can feel it coming.
We'll talk about that. So now we had to replace Aziz with Kenneth Murray. Corey and Ricky are laughing. What is y'all's thoughts on?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know. At Oklahoma, he was cold. You know, that I do remember him from there. But considering what other local sports talk guys that may study the game more than me, I don't know, but they referred to this guy as Rashaan Evans 2.0. So, you know, it sounds like this one dude on the radio, and forgive me for not giving the credit, but he was nationally, I think, and he wasn't local.
Oh,
he said he's like Rashaan Evans, but he's faster. So he basically will miss the guy at a further distance than Rashaan Evans would have, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He might be
back
5'10" or somewhere. You know,
I'll
just
say
out
this,
of position.
I'll say this about Murray: definitely an underachiever from being a first round draft pick. So far, underachiever. The only good thing about him, he is a good blitzer, so he's probably going to fit in this defense that Wilson is probably going to be attacking like Baltimore's defense attacks.
You got one role.
So that may be it. And that's what I always thought with Evans that we didn't do. He was a great blitzer in Alabama. I used to say, why don't we move him to outside linebacker and blitzer? Yep. But he never blitzed. We just sat him back and wanted him in coverage, and he couldn't cover anybody.
Yeah.
Man, he tattooed Tannehill when we played him. Did y'all realize that? On a quarterback sack, like a single a blitz.
Murray,
Kenneth Murray. Yeah, when we
there you go.
The last time we played him early
that's his strong suit.
Yeah, they blitzed it. Then they blitzed him in the close to the end of the game, and he tattooed Tannehill again, but got the penalty for
man.
And it saved us on that drive, and we lost, and that's how that led to them losing that game because it was a first down, automatic first down. But when I see him, man, I'm hoping that the scheme, the DC coordinator's scheme, like they got him for a reason, and that they know that what he can do, and that they can use him to do that well. Mm-hmm. See ball, hit ball is what you heard a lot today, and I understand what they say about it. You know, if he knows where he got to get to, what I did see him do well is get the guys on the ground. You know, he's not riding their backs when he hits them down. He's been good, like hitting the flat, like the running back catching the ball in the flat when they turn up. Usually he's right there. He's not beat too bad. He's fast. He's really fast. He's got some freakish attributes. So, hey, Matt,
we just need to match somebody with him that kind of plays the run better and
coverage too, because they say he's not good in coverage.
Go back to Pollard. He from Terrence Johnson, T. Johnson, as we know him.
What up, T?
Pollard, Memphis Melrose.
Oh wow, he went to Melrose.
Memphis Melrose. So yeah, that's even better. So, all right, Tor, you got anything on Murray?
Hold up, I gotta read this comment. I see a comment real quick that I want to read from Mr. Karad McFerrin. He says Spears will start after week 5. Pollard ain't it. He's more of a backup.
Well, that's all right for us. I'm okay if Pollard is a backup. I kind of expect Spears to be the starter.
Yeah, I
Spears
kind of
was here
looked at
last
it
year.
a little bit like that.
Yeah,
kind of a 60-40
that's
type thing.
I'm okay with that.
Karad, I know Karad is a huge Ravens fan, and so I don't know what he's doing talking about Spears and these guys, but I know Karad is a Ravens fan, so I know. Hit back and tell me how you feel about y'all's new running back, Karad, as we move on.
Let's move to the last signing. Well, we did have another signing, an offensive lineman, Charles. I didn't put him on here. Charles was, I don't know. He may compete as a starter, but I think he probably come in as a backup. That's what that he could get in training. He's kind of young and inexperienced, so but he's a big guy that plays guard. So who knows?
The guy we signed last night. I mean, the guy that they came out with last night from he played
Washington.
with
yeah.
You know, he started a lot last year at tackle.
I think
I did hear a little bit of tackle, a little bit thrown in there.
Yeah, I saw some highlights of him at tackle, but I didn't. And what the person said is what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like his feet. Look like kind of like NPF when I was saying his rookie year. He's over his feet too much. And not really. The plays ended up being good because he blocked the person, but overall, I don't want to see that too much. That technique wasn't that good. You know, Daddy Callahan gonna have to work with that. So I think he may go inside.
Are we talking anything about what are our next subjects? Because I wanted to touch on Callahan at some point. It might not.
Hold on. Next one, the last signing, which was today, hours before we went live. The Titans signed Calvin Ridley, and we stole him from the Jags. We stole him. They were trying to re-sign him. We stole him.
And the Patriots.
I'm just worried about stealing him from the Jags.
I know that's right.
Stealing from the in-conference.
Man.
Yeah.
What y'all think about the Ridley signing?
I mean, I think Corey and I may have paid a lot more attention to it last year. I don't know. I know I sent several videos of him preparing in the offseason, you know, his quick feet.
Oh,
and how fast he was.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
It was just a different speed.
I do because I was used to seeing us with slow feet.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, we're not used to that type of speed and really catching as well. I mean, we haven't had a receiver, and I may be over talking, you know, just not thinking about it, but I don't think we've had a receiver, this type of receiver, before. They can do a little bit both with speed.
I thought you were gonna say sense, and I was about to say
since Racy McMahon.
No, with AJ, they different. I'm talking about the different type of style of receiver.
Now,
AJ was an AJ, you know what I'm saying?
Now, what's the name was supposed to be kind of like this, but he fell on the ground too much. Kendall Wright.
Oh, yeah, he couldn't keep his feet, man.
Yeah. So this dude seemed like a tactician out there, you know what I'm saying? Running routes and speed and everything. So
he got it.
I'm looking forward to this, man.
It's opening up a lot for our offense having this caliber receiver signed. You know, I said it earlier in the week through our text messages. We were signing the running back. I said, all we need now is a receiver number one. And we went and got it. We got it.
Are y'all putting Ridley as your receiver one?
Yeah. I feel like he won. Him. I mean, D Hop is one by default because he's D Hop. But
so you kind of won A, 1B?
Yeah. You won A, 1B because
I'm on. Go ahead. Finish.
You want him You want him with the ball. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, here's a question. You sign Ridley. You're still at the 7th spot.
Mm-mm.
Do you take Neighbors or Rome, or do you take a tackle? Y'all, while y'all think about it, I'll go on and say what I'm gonna say.
If we got anybody out there in the chat,
I'm still taking Neighbors or Rome, just because D-Hop is getting older.
True.
Those two, I believe, are difference maker. I'm slightly more Neighbors for me, just because he runs so tough after the catch. Rome is fast and quick, but I'm slightly more Neighbors. But I ain't gonna be mad if we take Rome. You put Neighbors or Rome with Ridley and D-Hop, and then Pollard and Spears in the backfield, and then Chig at tight end. It's on you, Will. It's on you, Will.
Tay, let me go back to this. Who gonna block for him?
Who gonna block? I believe we take a tackle in at the 2nd round, and we have one of the best offensive line coaches that's gonna get the most out of his offensive line.
I'm starting to feel that, Tay. I'm starting to lean that way
because now the tackle position is deep too. It's deep too,
right?
Yeah,
which helps us.
I'm only hesitant because if you hit, I say, Alt, or what's the guy at Penn State? Right, he's the second tackle, right?
Yeah.
So I say, man, if you hit on one of them, you don't have to worry about that position we've been chasing for how many years. I think once again, receivers are deep. You could get a receiver in the 2nd round. You know what I'm saying?
But I'll say I'll look at it more of I'm not saying that Ridley is a solid one. He's our one. And I think we can those receivers in the 2nd round are gonna be more 2-3 little development kind of guys.
Now I know we don't know the future, whatever. But what if they did? What if they signed another one like Renfro or somebody, a reliable vet like that?
I still take them and trade Burks for something.
Burks
for a 7th and a bag of chips. I don't know.
I'm not selling Burks.
If Burks is part of that Snead trade, which I know we'll get to later, if he's part of that trade, I could probably see it. But I think if we stay pat where we are, well, it coming in the draft come around, I think we got to go tackle, in my opinion.
Okay.
We got T chiming in. I agree with Tay. Neighbors Rome are so dangerous. Patrick Paul in round 2. Blake Fisher, Notre Dame, or Roger, whoever his name, in Washington in the 4th. She got the whole draft out and figured it out. Okay.
Who we getting in the 7th, T?
I'm taking Brock.
Hey, I ain't gonna.
I'm taking Brock. I'm taking him now. After today, I'm going all in. And I'm a lean on Callie. I'm gonna lean on Callahan, who's been in the league 50 years. Yeah. You don't think he knows some guys that he know can do the job? That'll be
look how he did with the line last year in Cleveland.
Got him right.
4 stringers.
Got him right.
But I go back to Bill Callahan, the coach. He's talking about, he's kind of like he kind of said, I want a receiver. And he was in Cincinnati when their line was hot garbage and they didn't take no lineman, they took a receiver.
True.
And said, okay, we're gonna have a bad year, but next year we're gonna build this damn line. And I don't think our line is with Cushenberry, Skronsky, Bronsko is back so far.
I felt good about that.
At right tackle, we're gonna have competition with NPF. Rads may be a guard. I don't know. He may be a swing tackle. Right. You got Duncan may develop a little better under Callahan.
I forgot about Duncan.
I forgot.
And then
that's what I'm saying.
We need a left. Yes, we need a left, but they may pull a rabbit out the hat.
Dylan, yeah, you still got Dylan.
No. He should have been cut last month.
Who, Dylan?
He got till
Dylan.
Monday,
I thought you were talking about Ravens.
Yeah.
And you never know. You never know. We may be like, okay, let's sign Tyron Smith for a year at left tackle. Who knows?
I just think, man,
hearing coach, it's still
after hearing.
But I feel you, Rick, on that. You got to have that solid lineman. Which we act like we've been chasing a long time. LaJuan only been out 2 years.
But
his
one or
ass
two of
hurt
them
all
years,
the time.
Hurt like a bug, boy. Quisenberry, he made Quisenberry retire.
He did.
I don't know if he read it or not.
Yeah, you're right. 2 of those years he was, and then he hurt the ACL. He came back, he was hurt. So we really been chasing good play out there for a while. But if you go back to what the coach said, the head coach, he tends to go to people that scores touchdowns.
Right.
When you take a pick as valuable as a number 7, you got to take a tackle that high. You can't find somebody else that can, because you can only block. You either block somebody or you don't. You either consistently make
2 years we haven't.
I know, so I'm not downplaying. And it wrecked the whole. It wrecked the whole scheme. Basically,
it was a combination of our bad play between the coaching, not developing our players. I harped that for the past couple of years. You can't blame it all on the players. These are NFL guys. You got them. You chose them. Coach them up. Let's play.
Some of them plays, they were getting beat on. They were just muscle. Man,
can I say this? Can I say this? With Ridley being quicker, you don't need all that time back there. We had slow ass receivers.
Yeah, we did.
That couldn't get off a jam, couldn't beat nothing.
And plus, not to cut you off, plus they knew they were gonna have 8 in the box, and they were gonna send, kind of to your point.
Yeah,
they were sending everybody,
right?
because they knew they couldn't get beat off the line. They knew either Henry was gonna run or somebody they try to pass that go crossing pattern over the middle. So
yeah, so I'm a believer for taking the receiver right now. Maybe it's been like Ricky said, we've been chasing. I thought we should have been drafting a receiver in the first round for the last 3 years. So maybe that's why I
doesn't agree with you, Faye.
This
Dion Bonner doesn't agree. Hold up real quick. Dion Bonner says QB can't execute while he's eating turf damn near every play.
Yeah, that's true.
That's anybody, but the scheme.
But if you got a better you got a better scheme and people getting off the line better, ball can come out quicker.
I tell you, okay, another point about the line. We go back and we can get off the point, but you go back to Cincinnati. Burrow used to get lit up.
He did.
He used to get lit up, and I know.
And made it to the Super Bowl that same year. Right. He was getting beat up, and they made it to the Super Bowl.
But you look at it now, some of them injuries some of those hits are taking a toll on it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? No, I don't know. You know,
and you're right, Rick. He got lit up, but Cincinnati was scoring points.
I think we're going to get a playmaker in the first round, or we're going to get some draft capital from our pick.
So you saying we're gonna trade back?
Trade back because somebody wants to be in the top 10. And
I'm a little more comfortable with that after the Ridley signing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that will help us patch up a lot more holes, with the O lineman and the receiver, because the receiver draft isn't it kind of heavy too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
yeah.
deep.
It's talent out there, right?
Yeah, it's talent out there.
That's why we picking a D tackle.
And Corey, you asked T earlier.
There you go.
Ricky asked, asked T, who we get in the 7th round? We're gonna find us a sleeper lineman in that 7th round. A backup center or somebody. We're gonna get some players. We're gonna be okay.
You thought Colton Dow was gonna be a player last year, but in the 7th round. But
it's gonna happen. It ain't over with.
Dow found his role.
He found the role.
Hey, he was a special teams MVP.
Right. Yeah.
One last
Didn't he call the punt to be blocked? Didn't he call the punt to be blocked? He got a kicker hurt.
Miscommunication, man. Dang, Stoney is back.
That was a disaster.
That was coaching.
All right.
Deion Bonner says again, if Alder's off the board at number 7, I'm not against taking a wide receiver as long as we address the LT spot somewhere in the first 2 picks.
Oh yeah,
we shall see.
I agree. We're gonna address it in the first 2. I think we'll address it in the first 2. Yeah, I'm good with that. If we take a tackle, I ain't gonna be like years past where I'm pissed that we taking an offensive guard or something at a high pick. But
nobody saw coming.
I think we got some surprises.
All right, we got a little bit more time, and let's run through these other Titan rumors that have been floating around. I think Ricky kind of touched on it when we talked about Awuzie, the big corner. There's the rumor of us possibly talking to KC about trading for Snead. What do y'all think about trading for, which I'm seeing a lot of 3rd round picks, which we don't have. So
right.
what do y'all think? I don't want to give up the second. I don't
don't either. Because you're going to have to pay dude. Ain't no telling how much his contract going to be.
Right.
I don't want to do a second. Like you said, what I did here today is about swapping seconds, because I think Kansas City, of course, have like the last pick in the 2nd round and then moving up to 38. And I don't know if you would have to put in an additional 3rd next year or something like that, but I did hear something about swapping seconds.
I almost don't even want to do that, because that 38 is getting that tackle or receiver that we need. I almost don't even want to do that, because they drafted at the end of the 2nd round.
Mm-hmm.
That's dropping back. I don't know.
We still got a lot of holes, fellas. We still need some D linemen.
Yeah,
we do.
I think Jeff looking around like, man, what we doing? Because he already know what's coming for him. Double teams.
He still get double teams.
His boy is gone.
I think we still gonna address the D line in free agency. There's still some people out there to add.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can somehow steal Armstead from going to the Texans or anything.
Nice.
So,
I love it.
Or even I ain't gonna be mad if we take a fly on Chase Young, a low contract, kind of a prove it contract for him with some incentives. Hadn't been good out for had 7.5 sacks last year, but I'll take 7.5 on that D line.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely gotta find Autry's replacement. He'll be hard to replace, but
yeah, Autry is definitely hard to replace, because he can play DN and outside linebacker.
Man,
so that's very hard. That's 2 people to replace him, really.
Yeah.
So,
that's a big loss, man.
Any other rumors y'all been hearing?
Well, what about the Jerome? I called him Brown. Jerome Baker dude coming in tomorrow.
Baker. I talked to my brother, who is a Miami Dolphins fan. He said he is very good in space and a good blitzer. So that would be good to go with Murray. And I've seen other people on X saying that Baker would be a good fit to go beside Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't think you can have him leave the building tomorrow if he come in, because we need we need linebackers, man.
Exactly. We don't need Dr. Gibby playing linebacker.
We tendered him,
and it's good. What's the guy played at the end of last year? Otis Reese. It's good if you have Baker and Murray. It's good to have Reese as a backup.
Yeah,
you know, Reese, it's just your second year, so yeah, go on and be that backup. Mm-hmm. That would be good.
Yeah. What y'all think about the Rudolph signing today? I liked it.
I call it bye. Unfortunately, I say bye Malik on that one.
Oh yeah, you know he's going
on that signing. Malik, you can stick around for that third quarterback just because the way the league does it now, but this is the kind of thing that when you see your position signed that has actually played and started in the NFL games, you need to be like, okay, tomorrow I need to go train. I need to go look at some film. I need to work out. I need to find some receivers to get with and throw the ball around, run some routes. What you doing on this? What you doing on that? Call some of the Titans receivers that are there now, which I hope a lot of them aren't with us anymore, but call some of them to run some routes for you, because they may be out of a job and need to run some routes and get their stuff crisp so they can be ready for it's like they get called for a tryout or something.
Yeah.
Be interesting, man. I wonder, will he go through camp or will they bring somebody in before then? Because they'll have 3 quarterbacks at camp, I would say.
Well, he's still on the contract, so
yeah, right.
Where else he gonna go?
Yeah, he'll go through camp. Yeah, they may have 4 there. They may have 4 during camp, but yeah, he'll go through camp because we'll get an undrafted guy or pick somebody in the 7th round just because.
Yeah.
We never know. The light bulb might pop for Malik with the new coaching staff.
Okay, Dion Bonner says, hold on.
He moved on.
Dion Bonner asked, what's the status of Arden Key?
Inconsistent.
From my understanding, he's still under contract.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's still with us.
I think he signed a 3-year. He's still there. He needs some help because he was kind of light on that one side.
Yeah,
he was a little light coming off at age.
He's still there. He's still there.
Yeah.
Another comment from Dion. Maybe this new offense might benefit Malik better than what Vrabel was running.
Just saying. That's
saying.
What I just said.
It could, but yeah, it could. There's a couple of players on the team that I have low expectations for, and I hope they prove me wrong. If they prove me wrong, I'm not gonna be mad. It ain't gonna be like I'm mad that they developed or anything, but I just have some low expectations for a few guys.
It seemed like confidence with Malik, man. That mug. He was put in some tough situations his rookie year too, on them little gimmick plays and stuff. His confidence was shot.
Well, I agree with the gimmick plays and also the KC start that he had, and Conley dropped that pretty pass that he threw.
Ooh, sure did.
That could have boosted his confidence because it already had early the little screen to Chig. The Chig broke out for about
50
yards. He was kind of running rough and tough with them Afro puffs.
Got that yet?
Got that monkey jumped on his back.
I remember that play. When you said that, I remember that
monkey jumped on his back. Yeah. All right, fellas. But hey, we at the end, and we are gonna be out We probably will be back again to talk a little bit about the draft, talk about wide receivers, talk about offensive tackles, talk about what the Titans are about to do. And we are 4 Phonies out.
We out. Peace.